Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about metal runs and how Wildcard has made it so easy for us to do metal runs with the Genesis 2 DLC. Now whether you know or not, you need a Strider to do this method. They're really easy to tame on Genesis. If you don't have the map, just get someone to trade you one. But anyway, the good thing about the Strider is that you can link it to any Dedi box that it's near. And so I'm going to link it to this metal Dedi box. Now, if you rename the Dedi box, that's the name that will show up on the Dedi box. So as you can see, it says metal TX, TX for transfer. Now, no matter where I go on the map, if raw metal goes into the Strider's inventory, it will automatically teleport to that dedicated storage box. Also, you need a Strider that has the farming tool. It's that little gun on its head, and it has the drills on its mouth. That's the one you need. They spawn like that in the world on Genesis 2. Very easy to tame. Watch a video. But that's really all you need. I also recommend having about 700 charge, and then put the rest of the points into health after that. That's all you need is charge and health. No weight, nothing, because we're literally just going to farm metal and drop everything else. So, on Aberration, or your map of choosing, obviously Aberration have the most metal, set up your teleporter in the metal area. If not, you can take a skiff, and you can pick the skiff with the Strider. You can do a dual method, someone riding skiff, someone riding Strider to do this composition. As I've said before, I specifically like the metal area near the blue surface cave. I'll give you the coords in just a second here. $42.80 on Aberration. Again, that's near the blue surface cave. Now, the thing with the Strider is that when you press L2 and you have this farming attachment, and you have it linked to a metal Dedi box, it will only farm the resource of the Dedi box that it's linked to. So if you farm metal nodes, it'll only farm metal nodes. It's not going to farm crystal nodes or anything like that. You still get all the resources that come out of that node. So in this case, it's metal and stone. But it's not going to farm trees or crystals or just regular... Well, it will farm regular rocks, actually, in this case. And then you just drop all. This is why, and this is another reason why you want 700 charge, so you don't have to hold any batteries in your Strider. If you run out of charge on your Strider, which is used by your farming tool, you can recharge it from batteries, but it's faster to drop all than to type in stone or whatever. So 700 charge, and you should be able to black box a Dedi, no problem. And then you essentially just walk through and farm your nodes. Now, in between, you want to turn off the farming tool until you get close. That way you can farm more metal nodes before having to drop all your stone. A little sloppy in the beginning here. But honestly, on our last event, I filled probably 5 Dedi boxes in an hour with this method, so it's really nice. The only thing is that when you need to switch Dedi boxes, you just have to go back to base. But yeah, that's all you do. You walk around and do that. As you saw earlier, I threw out a shadow main to put on follow. That's because in Aberration, if you're riding the Strider, even if you have a light, Nameless will spawn. Eventually they'll spawn a Reaper. So you just want to have some sort of tame, whether it's a Meglo. I like the shadow main because it's more mobile. It doesn't get stuck as much to help take out the Nameless. So every once in a while, I'll just hop on my shadow main and take out the Nameless so it doesn't spawn a Reaper. The Reaper, the subterranean Reapers will shred the Strider. My tribe's lost several Striders because of it, even though I always tell them to bring a Meglo or a Spino, but nobody listens. But yeah, very simple to do this. The easiest way to farm metal, and most honestly anything in the game at this point. This Strider has pretty much made all other farming mounts obsolete for the most part. There are certain exceptions for niche kind of resources, but metal, there's no comparison. Because before, with any sort of farming dino, you black bag it, you go back to base, you gotta unload it, you come back. With this, you can just black bag a Dedi box, 1,800 stacks of metal, and if you're not in a period where you really need to farm a lot, that'll last you a while. You can just spend a whole hour doing this and keep black bagging Dedi boxes. But anyway, I didn't want to fast forward the video because I wanted to show you how much metal we actually got in that 2 minutes or so that we were farming. And this is 1 times rates, so nothing special. Look at this. 645 stacks of metal. That's over 2 black bags of any farming dino. And I wasn't even really trying. Like, you spend 5 more minutes out there, and that's guaranteed a black bag. Less than 10 minutes for a black bag of metal. Hopefully this was helpful. I thought a lot of people knew this already, but I keep running into instances where people don't know it. So if this was helpful, please like, subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching.